The death of Marvel Collector Corps. It's a sad day.
It is. Even my brand new Taylor Swift keyboard pad agrees. Thank you, Michelle.
Marvel Collector Corps. Why does Taylor Swift have to come up for this?
She's crying.
You made it worse.
She's crying.
So the Marvel Collector Corps box has been around for a very long time. In fact, I started collecting Funko Pops, and I got right into the Marvel Collector Corps box as soon as it came out. And the reason why I got into it was they were offering up a Hulkbuster Funko Pop. And it was humongous. It was coming out with that Age of Ultron film. I was really excited about it. I remember not understanding any of this stuff and trying to figure out, how do I get my hands on this?
Yes.
And I remember doing all sorts of research to figure it out. And there was a MarvelCollectorCorps.com then.
Yes.
And you could go onto the website, you could see what they had to offer, and it explained the box and everything else, which was really great. And then eventually it moves to Amazon. But we just got word that it is going away. And I wanted to mention this in yesterday's video, but I decided to keep it to its own video because, look, the Marvel Collector Corps box, without it, this channel would not even exist.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing about that box. So that box is a very special thing for us. And I literally bought every single one of them.
With the exception of one, I think.
Well, I got one canceled by accident.
Yeah, you accidentally canceled it, but then you tracked it down.
And then there was another box that I didn't purchase that I completely forgot about while doing research for this video. And we're going to talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was one box that I missed, and I'll give a detail as to why that even happened.
Okay.
But this is the last video of us behind this desk, like in, I don't know, in a week or so, for a week.
In this period of time.
Right, exactly. Because we are going to New York Comic Con, as you most already know, most likely already know. Mostly you already know. We'll have all sorts of figures at New York Comic Con. If you're coming, come and visit booth 1070. It's going to be bananas. We filled up our truck today with all of our gear.
Oh my gosh.
And let me tell you something. We rented a 20-foot truck and we filled it.
Yep.
We filled it today.
Y'all ready for this?
So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic, and we cannot wait to see you there. It's going to be the biggest Mischief Toys event ever. Not only at the convention, but also we're having an event called Night of Mischief, which the tickets have sold out over 2 months ago, I believe, at this point. And so we're getting ramped up for this amazing experience. So we hope to see you there. Make sure you check out MISCHIEFToys.com, sign up for our newsletter, follow us at Mischief Toys on Instagram, and also make sure that you check out our group on Facebook called Mischief Toys.
Yes, and we are so excited to meet you all there and just so blessed to be able to go and do things like this and see everybody. Yeah,
I mean, never heard you say that before.
If it weren't for people loving Mischief Toys, there's no way we could go
I just
to
never
New
heard
York
you
Comic-Con.
use the word blessed before. That's why you hit me pretty hard with that. I didn't expect that. You bless up. I get you. I understand. I know the lingo.
Is this what you gotta do?
And look up. And then hold up one.
I feel like I'm doing something
One love?
offensive.
No, you're not. One love.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Marvel Collector Corps. I actually brought up like a bunch of different pictures, and I'm going to talk through them. I'm going to talk about some of the best boxes that I remember when I got into the Marvel Collector Corps box. Now, one bad thing that happened with the Marvel Collector Corps box is that as time went on, it was almost as if they didn't even have care into it anymore.
Yeah, it got poopy a little bit.
Yeah, they were basically throwing these boxes together, and it just seemed like crap to even right now. Like, we're still going to get a couple more boxes. It ends in December of this year. That'll be the very last box. So I think there are only 2 boxes left.
Aww.
I also want to talk about why I think this is happening. This is most likely happening because people feel inundated with Marvel.
Yes.
I think we've gotten too much Marvel stuff. I think people are sick of it. And I also think that the boxes haven't been doing so well. So basically, maybe a lot of people are opting out of them. They're not buying them anymore.
Well, a lot of them would go on clearance for very expensive.
You'll see them on Amazon for like $10 when the boxes are like 30 to 40 bucks. So that's not a good sign. So what were the good boxes? What was the good stuff? That's what I want to talk about. What's the good stuff?
Let's talk about the good old days.
The good old days. So here's the good old days. This is where it started.
That's the first one, baby.
The very first one. So this is the Hulkbuster And as you can see, it comes with pins. It came with that shirt. I believe there were 2 different shirts.
Is that Adorbs?
Yes, that was actually the first Dorbs. I think that was the first Dorbs or close to it. That was a Dorbs that came in a box without an actual box with the clear front to it, like a window. It was an unwindowed thing. It was just like a little mystery looking box, and that's what you ended up getting it. And I remember not opening that for a real long time because at the beginning I wouldn't open anything, but eventually I believe I opened it. But look, it even came with a comic book back then.
Yeah.
They had a lot of love here for the Marvel Collecticore box, and of course that all falls later on by the wayside. Now, one box I remember that I absolutely hated. These are mostly not in any particular order. I think I remember the order a little bit. The next one is this. So this was a Christmas box that came out, and I remember being so upset with this. Because they gave you a mug. They gave you the scarf. A lot of people complained about that. And then they were also complaining that we got these bobblehead... I think they were like tree ornaments, if I remember correctly. I have no idea where mine went, but I really honestly think that these are very cool now. But back then, I was expecting like a lot more from the Marvel Collecticore box. Yes, exactly. And we're going to get to how this channel was started because of this Marvel Collecticore box here in a second. But look at this picture. So I remember
that. The
Fabrications was in there. The very best Spider-Man Funko Pop is in there. My favorite one ever.
That's the one you got signed by Stan Lee, right?
That's right, Heather. Ah. It comes with a comic book. It comes with that awesome hat, which I wore on many occasions. Comes with a patch as well. I used to have all those boxes, and I had them all stacked up, remember?
In our basement.
Old basement, yep.
The problem was it was in a basement. Yep. And I hate basements. I told Chris when we were looking for houses, I said, I don't want a basement. He was like, oh, there's nothing wrong with basements. And I said, you know what? There is, and you're going to learn. And guess what? It got flooded out like 4 times.
Yes, it did, and it destroyed those boxes.
Yeah, so those boxes, a lot of them got destroyed, and then a lot of them got moldy, which we didn't even know until we started moving. And I was like, ah.
And then we found friends who had some that they didn't care for them anymore. They just want to throw them away. And so I got them as replacements.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter now because they're all gone. I ended up getting rid of them all.
Oh, no.
So here's the Funko Pop that was inside that box. That is amazing. This is my favorite Spider-Man Funko Pop ever. As you can see here, he's got a little bit of the giraffe neck where it kind of popped up a little bit.
That's okay.
But I love this Funko Pop, and as Heather mentioned, I did get it signed by Stan Lee way back when. I used to show it off all the time. But speaking of like action poses, this is something really cool about the Marvel Collecticore box. I felt like we always got a cool action pose.
Yeah.
Here's Deadpool, and then the next one is the best Venom Funko Pop that was ever released.
That was a great one.
That's a great Funko Pop. That is another one that's like on a little stand. The only bad thing about those little stands and these action poses is that the stands would break all the time.
Yeah.
They would get weak if you pulled them out of the box like too quickly. It would sometimes pop off, and it was a huge mess. But this Funko Pop is absolutely amazing. I don't know where this is, but I definitely kept this one.
Yeah,
it's a comic book variant. Here is the Deadpool box, and this is the reason why I wanted to discuss this. I should have put the figure picture with this, but you could get one of those shirts. It was basically a mystery box. You didn't know what shirt you'd get.
I didn't know that, I don't think.
I ended up getting the black and red one. Or, well, the mostly black and then the red one. And then you got the little stuffed animal thing, too. There's stuffed
I remember that.
Yeah, comic book was associated with it. I remember always getting comic books with these boxes. That eventually ended for some reason. That's Adorbs as well. Adorbs Deadpool Cowboy.
Him.
That was a cool one. This is by far my favorite box ever.
That is a phenomenal box with the head pool and then the Red Skull that you can like see through.
Love the Red Skull.
And the shirt. The shirt is amazing. I also love the Magneto. Yeah. But I think the other two are my favorites.
Yeah, so they
all stand out.
The Magneto was a sticker.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a sticker that came with it.
Well, that's why I don't remember that so much. So it looks like it could be a figure. Okay.
Well, those two pops up there, they're the ones that came with it, and they were great.
It should be a figure.
Well, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Magneto eventually, or it was out maybe at that time.
Okay.
I have all these.
That's why I remember it, but I don't remember it from that box.
This is by far the best box they ever created. I love zombies anyway, but I think they did a great job with that one.
Yeah.
This was another one that I really liked. So this was for Guardians 2. I still have that shirt somewhere. It also came with a comic book, and then it comes with the little
Dorbs Ride.
Dorbs Ride, which I really, really like.
I think they're called Rides with a Z, right?
Yeah, with Peter Quill. I love that one. Didn't like the fact that he didn't have his helmet on, but it makes sense because when he flies the ship, he doesn't have a helmet on.
Yeah, Guardians is one of my favorite franchises.
Then here's the other one that I absolutely love.
This one was so cool because that taco truck is actually a taco holder, which is very just interesting and what would you call it?
Like a silly throw-in.
Yeah, but not eclectic. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's very cool.
I love that Deadpool a lot.
Yeah.
On the unicorn, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love this particular set. I thought it was great. At the time, I didn't really care so much for the taco truck thing. I didn't really care, or chimichanga truck. But the taco holder,
so funny.
I didn't care so much about it. But today, by looking at it, it's like, man, those were the days. This is when you got some really fun stuff. You could tell they were having a good time with this box. These are Funko Pops that were special. In other words, you had to be one of the people who signed up, a member, and you could buy this from the website at a special time. And if I remember correctly, the silver one came in one of the boxes. This gold one went up on the website by itself.
Interesting.
And you could purchase it. Yeah, so I was all in. I ended up buying it. But the last picture I'm going to show is the box that I did not buy. It's the thing I didn't buy. What is it? What do you think it is?
Hobgoblin.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, so there was a year one set, and it came with all of this. It also, I believe, came with a trophy, or there was a version of a trophy you could get. It was Captain America, if I remember correctly.
Didn't you have to, like, be signed up by a certain time?
You had to be signed up the whole time, for the whole year, I believe, and you could buy it. And I passed on it, and even today I wonder why the hell I passed on the thing, because this was a really cool box. I don't know why I didn't do it. I don't know, it's stupid. But
you did end up obtaining that later.
Hobgoblin ended up becoming a gift. Somebody gifted it to me.
Yeah.
But it's such a cool Funko Pop, and it was probably one of those pops that I actually had, like, it was in my grasp to get, and I didn't get it because I didn't buy this stupid box. But yeah, this is great. This was the first year, 2015, which was the first year I was a part of the Funko community. I was totally in. And so, look, you know, seeing that this box has come to an end, there's part of me that's really bummed out about this. And the other part of me is like, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Because it kind of, I don't know, overstayed its welcome. Yeah. This box was almost in our lives for almost 10 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's insane. Who would have ever guessed that it would be in our lives for that long?
That's a very long time.
It is, I agree.
I mean, you've been collecting for 10 years now. You started collecting late 2014, if I remember correctly, because we got together in September. And shortly after we got together, I remember us having the conversation. You were like, I would really like to collect something. And I was like, okay, then collect something, I guess. Like, I didn't know what to say to that.
You had no idea what you were getting yourself into, though. But when I got into this, it was all because I really, really wanted to collect Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. But I won this thing, and I remember being at work. I called Heather, and I was so stoked. I couldn't even believe it
August
that I won something.
2017, you became the Marvel Collector Corps Super Fan of the Week.
Yep, Super Fan of the Week.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they had Super Fans of the Week. Yeah, so it was basically photos of me with my collection. So there was multiple photos of this. This is before, I'm pretty sure that link is dead. Yeah, collectorcore.com. The link is dead. You can't find it anymore. But this is how we got into what is that? Is this somebody blocking Canadians from buying Funko? Oh my God. Look at that. Wow, that's an interesting comment.
Wow, so that was in, what, 2017?
Yeah,
It was 2017. No, that's when the channel started.
Oh, yeah, 2017. Okay, not 2018.
So it took them, from that comment, it's been 7 years.
That's unbelievable.
They finally started doing Canada.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, so this right here is what started this channel. We won a prize pack that included a Vulture Proto from Spider-Man Homecoming.
Which sits behind us in every single video.
Yep, it's back there somewhere. And then they sent us a Thanos XL Dorbs.
Which I was in the market looking for it. I was actively searching eBay for it because I wanted to gift it to you. And it was real. I think it was like $200-ish at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thanos is such a big character to me. I love that character so much. So the fact that they sent me a Thanos like that, because I think in my write-up to them, I mentioned that I wanted a Thanos XL door, and they popped it in there.
They curated things specific to the collectors at the time.
Yeah, that was crazy. In fact, I think I have emails going back and forth between us and them.
Really? Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So in that picture was the basement that destroyed all of those cardboard boxes.
Yeah, you can see. Can you see the box? No, you can't see the boxes.
No, they were all the way on the floor.
Yeah, you can't see the boxes in that photo, but yeah, they were there though.
Yeah. If you go back to our old videos, we would sit in front of that wall.
Yeah, way back when.
Yep.
Geez, at the very beginning of this channel. A lot of people that find our channel, I don't know if they realize how long we've been around. I mean, we've been here for a long time.
A long time.
A long time.
Gosh.
We're dinosaurs to the Funko community at this point. Sometimes I'll hear like somebody will, like a video and they'll comment and be like, "Oh, I'm just finding you guys." I'm like, "Wow, that's crazy." I would expect. I mean, I'm not saying that we're like a big deal or anything, but the fact that we've been around so long, I figure people will either know that they like us or know that they don't like us at this point. But who knows?
Most people know that they don't like us.
But look, this video was centered around Marvel Collector Corps. I'm sad because of this. I think that maybe it was, maybe it's the right time. Maybe it's the right time that this has happened, because those last boxes haven't been doing well. Now they're selling them and putting them on sale on Amazon. I hate to see that. I remember when the Marvel Collector Corps boxes were coveted. People loved them. We talked about them. We made videos centered around those boxes.
We did.
And we were so stoked about those boxes. And now here we are. I don't even show those on the channel anymore.
Yeah, and at the time, we tried to avoid the spoilers just so we could have genuine reactions on camera.
Yep, and now they spoil every box. You know everything that's coming. It's way before it even gets here. But that's just how things go. I don't know. I feel really sad right now. I'm feeling nostalgic. Like I'm, remembering all the good times and yeah, sucks. We want to know what you think about this whole box debacle thing and everything else. The boxel in the comment section down below. Are you sad to see it go? Are you happy to see it go?
Is it time?
Do you not care? Like, I would love to hear your thoughts and more in the comments. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Scott Field, Eric Rasmussen, Damian Lauderhead, Darns12, Rob King, Jessica Eaton, Cody Wilcox, Larissa Ellis, Mark Bates, and Bad Juju. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. And patrons, we will be having our next Google Meet call at the end of October, right after New York Comic Con, where we will be hanging with you. We'll be doing giveaways per usual, and we'll also be showing you upcoming Mischief Toys things, or maybe a thing. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but we will be giving away a ton of Mischief Toys New York Comic Con exclusives there, most likely some APs, and a bunch of other New York Comic Con exclusives that we pick up along the way, specifically for you guys. Not only that, but we will have laughs and fun just as usual. So make sure you come, bring your questions. We're going to be talking about everything that happened at New York Comic Con and Night of Mischief. I think it's going to be a really fun call. If you are not on our Patreon list yet, make sure you go and check it out at patreon.com/Gastlecast. Join up, come and have fun with us. It's a great time. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. We post new content every day, and we go live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. This Sunday, we'll be in New Jersey hanging out, and we'll probably go live for a little bit just to discuss the upcoming week of New York Comic Con. It's going to be a real blast, so come and hang with us. But that's all we've got for you. Thank you so much to showing up, watching the video, and putting Marvel Collector Corps to rest. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.